shout. That's got to be close. Gone.
Hi, I'm Graeme White, and this is the left arm spin masterclass.
Picks out the man in the deep, Stephen Crook.
Probably going back from when I was on holiday on the beach, and I used to copy Phil Tufnell, left arm spinner who was playing for England at the time, and I kind of did it on the beach with my dad, and then he was like, "It's not bad. How about you try it when we get home?" Went home to club cricket and just kind of went from there really, and then yeah, progressed through the age groups and was lucky enough to get on the academy here. This is my standard grip now. Has changed a bit over the years to try and get as much spin as possible, but that's pretty much the standard grip, trying to get as much of my index finger on that seam, so even sometimes I'll turn it around and try and make sure that I'm getting as much of that finger on the seam so that it will give me the optimum amount of spin. Doesn't really tend to change too much from that, only when I'm really going to bowl the arm ball. So as I run up, goes probably from being in that position to then I swap it where I get all the finger down. So there you can see it going straight down as my arm ball. And then from then on really, it's just a change of position on my wrist to bowl a different ball. If I want to bowl cutter, I put my wrist in the front of the ball to leave the ball behind so it cuts. I then bowl my top spinner, which then the ball comes over the top, but that includes having to try a bit of a higher arm. It tends to come out better that way. But that tends to be my main kind of variations wise with the grip.
Picked out in the deep. What a catch that is. Kind of sums up the evening for Northants. Very good with the bat and now outstanding in the field.
So with my run up really, it's changed again over the years. I used to come really straight behind the umpire. Now I tend to come through, just gets me round into a side-on position better, and then also enables me to get as much use out of the popping crease as possible. As variations go as well, it's helpful. But the main tips for it when you're bowling is to start off steady and then build up so that you've got enough energy and momentum at the crease to follow through and get down the wicket. So as we've been talking about run up, get to the crease, we want to build up that gradual momentum so that when we get into this delivery stride, we're making sure that we're landing with our feet, as they always say, heel to toe, as they say, with our feet. Your stride depends on the bowler. Mine's particularly long, but this then gets me into a side-on position so that then I can always get myself all the way around and follow through. It gives me an optimum amount of spin. I get drift with that. And we just want to make sure the main point here is making we use all the energy that we've created from having the run-up, so that we can try and get as much energy into that wrist, and we have to be really aggressive and really follow through down towards the stumps. Phil Tufnell was a pretty big influence on me getting into cricket in the first place. If it wasn't for him, I don't think I'd have tried to copy him and try and do a little hop in a run-up. So for me, he was kind of a big influence. And then growing up, having someone like Monty at the club was great to watch. Great action to follow. And then you look back through there and thinking of Bush and Beddy and all those great left-arm bowlers, Phil Edmonds, even Derek Underwood. I did take a little bit out of his action as well. So there's been a number of bowlers I kind of admire and looked at left-arm wise.
And a hat-trick. What a moment for Graeme White. What a moment for the fans.
Just be consistent, bowl the same ball. Try and get too carried away with trying to bowl lots of different things straight away. Enjoy it, and try and get stuck in the battle. Really, it can be hard sometimes, especially young kids coming through. All the batsmen now want to kind of hit you out of the park. So having that mental strength to keep going and trying to outfox them and be clever. And just enjoy it really. If you're good at it and you want to give it a go, then never lose that. You should always have that inside you. And as I said, just keep it simple. Bowl the same ball. It works. It's worked for me for a number of years. So that's probably my main bit of advice. Yes, mate. Hang on. No, you go. I'm on camera, but go.